Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I am finishing some siding to put on the dormer, so I figured I would put a coat or two down here in the shade. Also, it limits the amount of painting I have to do up on the roof, which is, I don't want to get paint on the roof because this stuff drips so easily. So I brought in 5 pieces to start, put a coat on those. I have also been making moldings and painting those down here, just going up and putting them on. I'm sorry I haven't been filming. Yesterday I started the dormer, finishing it up here. Got rained out for part of the day, had another emergency come up, so didn't do as much as I wanted to do on it. I'm also finding it's very hard to set up a camera up on the dormer. Now, as you can see, I've got the window set, the eaves trimmed, and I'm getting ready to do the molding and trims on the corners around the windows and the freeze board, or the sub-freeze board. So let me come up here so I can do this without tripping. I'll show you what I did. Alright, so my very first step was to level in from my subfascia 2x4 underneath here and put a strip around the perimeter to nail this eave work to. This is about a 7-inch wide space, and so I had some 6 3/4 inch boards, which worked out nicely. And what I did is I got some vent. You see here, went to Lowe's and got some venting. That's what I plan on putting around the house. And I just set my table saw up and ripped out these sections and jigsawed it across and set those right down in on the top, from the top side of these. Now there's no screen with those, so I had to put some screen. I stapled some screen on the back side of that, up on top of this, on the underside, and then put those 3 pieces on. So that was what's classified as my soffit. Then I went ahead and I put my faceboards on last night before I went home. Now everything's got 2 coats on it as of right now, but it's going to have one more touch up because I'm filling the nail heads wherever I can with caulking and whatnot, and it just, you know, caulking yellows, and so I'm going to have to get up here, put some plastic or drop cloths down, and at least get 1 coat on. Be careful and put 1 coat across here. But this is the siding is going on here. I've still got to put my corner boards on, and I've got a board that's going around here, a trim board. The window is fairly straightforward. This was the one I could get on short order. Came in a couple days. Ideally I wanted the grills in them. It's not really going to be seen that much from up here when the other roof comes on, coming in this way. And I told my wife, you know, worst case scenario, you know, we paint grills on this or get some white tape or something. You know, I'm just not going to worry about it at this point. I just wanted to get this done so I could continue on working here. So my next step, so really I've done 3 steps. I've done the soffit, faceboard, put the window in. Fairly straightforward on window installation. There's lots of that on YouTube. But I now want to set up, and I want to do this board here, this trim board, which is coming right across the top of the window, and there's going to be a cap, and I'll show you that in a minute. So there's my boards ready to go. I'll try to set up down here on the deck. It's going to be a little bit of a distance, but hopefully you'll be able to catch it. Next step, window molding. Sorry about that. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do with the window trim. I was debating whether to put it on or just to leave the J's that are on the vinyl. I'm just not exactly sure. I'm going to put the exterior corners on and then make a decision. Well, the exterior corners went on no problem. Sorry, zoom back out here. I still haven't decided what to do with those trims around the window, whether it's going to be too much or not. Now obviously everything's going to be duplicated on all the other windows. Anyway, I'll make a decision here, but my next step, I'm not going to film it, I'm going to try to get a top coat, one more top coat on all of my white before I start putting the siding on, so it doesn't splash on the siding. My biggest thing is trying to get something down on the roof so I don't get any paint on the roof. So that's what I'm doing next, so I'll be back when I get ready for siding. Alright, next step, putting siding on. I've already got the starter strip up. Okay, other than the final coat of top paint on the blue, gray blue, that dormer is complete. It has been a siege. But I'm glad I did it now as opposed to later, because it was a lot easier climbing up that scaffolding than it would have been climbing up a roof, a 12 pitch roof along here. So I'm going to try to get coat of paint on that to be finished so I can strip scaffolding probably Monday. But that's what the trim is going to look like. I haven't decided yet. Up there I didn't do dental work around the freeze board here. I haven't decided. Of course, that was only a 4.5 inch freeze board. The ones on the house are closer to 7. But that is the look I'm going for right there. And all of those trim boards and everything coming from pine that I used, that I cut off of my own property. It's been dried for a year and a half, some of it 2 years. So shouldn't move. The stuff I put on my baby barn hasn't, and it only have been dried for about 6 or 8 months. So another project done. I only have 2 more dormers left to do now. I've got the window for the other dormer on the other end. Of course, there's a dormer going in this section here. I think what I'll end up doing is get this section dried in. I might go ahead and order the window for the dormer here, get that dormer done, and do the other dormer on the other end. Get that high work out of the way. Get it all trimmed off and get it the siding on it painted, because it's not a lot of siding. That right there, I only used about 6 pieces, not a full 6 pieces of siding. Takes 20 for a square, so not even a half a square of siding, which is about right. I mean, there's not a lot there. I guess it would be closer to less than a third of a square. So thanks for joining me for the finishing off of a dormer. Sorry I didn't catch you a little earlier. I'll step up there and give you a little bit of a close-up on the detail work, so you can decide whether that's something you want to do. If you ever do a dormer, I tried to keep, sorry I'm climbing scaffolding here, I tried to keep with an older style look, even closer to the Victorian era. I think it's Victorian style. So as you can see here, this is a separate molding that went right in flush over the top of my vinyl window, and you can see the profile on it here. It's just a round over, double round over. Well, this is gonna, no, it's not gonna zoom in here. Oh, you can see this. This is rounded over as well. I just ran the router on that. Brought my corners up to this. I just think it makes a nicer look. I did get another coat of, this has got 3 coats on it now. All of the trim work. Put 2 on it on the ground, and then that final touch-up coat. Close up here, what that looks like. So yeah. Anyway, appreciate you joining me. Way up here on the high, up high here today. If you would, please like and subscribe, and pass the word along about the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. Until next time, as always, you have a great day.